Cowabunga! Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This TMNT Master Universe crossover possibility really is sparking the imagination of so many different people out there. A lot of fans are just chomping at the bit for any information that they can about this particular leak. More like rumor at this stage, but you know what? I really do want this to happen. I'm a huge fan of both properties. To that end, earlier today, ZexisStryfe, who was actually named by adultcollector.org as one of the sources for this particular rumor slash leak, actually commented on one of my videos about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Master of the Universe crossover. ZexisStryfe actually went on and clarified even more details about this particular release. Guys, if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Guys, without further ado, let's take a deep dive and see exactly what details came out from ZexisStryfe about this crossover for TMNT and MOTU. Let's have a look. Guys, the Master of the Universe news just keeps on coming, and one of the most exciting announcements, or shall we say leaks, that have happened in the last couple of days has been this rumored leak of a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Master of the Universe crossover. This is absolutely crazy. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Master of the Universe TMNT has actually been in the works for quite some time. As a matter of fact, artist Freddie E. Williams II, who has worked on so many different properties with crossover potential, has been involved with the He-Man and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover as early as 2021. If you don't know who Freddie Williams is, he's worked on such properties as Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Injustice vs. Masters of the Universe, and He-Man vs. Thundercats. This is an incredible pedigree in terms of comics, but also for all of the crossovers he's done, and I can't imagine anyone more suited for He-Man and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As a matter of fact, as stated earlier, he was the one working on this very property, as we can see here on his webpage. Clicking on this, we actually see a whole bunch of concept art, which can actually be purchased on his website. Definitely head over to freddyart.com. Check out some of the great sketch work that he's done. It's pretty incredible what he's been able to come up with for this particular line, conceptually, of course. But unfortunately, as it turns out, this was all for naught, as the project did not go forward. This leads us back to the leak, which states Master of the Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover will be a possibility for 2024. So what happened? A viewer actually commented on my last video who can clarify some of these details for us. ZexisStryfe actually did comment on my last TMNT Master Universe video. He goes on to say that the He-Man Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line is coming, and it will actually be titled MOTU Origins Turtles of Grayskull. What? Are you freaking kidding me? That is an amazing title. I can't believe this, guys. Let's find out exactly what ZexisStryfe has uncovered. Apparently, Wave 1 will consist of Leo, Donnie, mutated He-Man, and mutated Man-at-Arms. What? Are you kidding? That's crazy. Now, obviously, we don't have any examples of the actual Master Universe Origins figures that could represent the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, I figured the only thing that we can do to either get some, inspiration or ideas is to reference Freddie Williams' artwork. The sketches, which I have already shown in the previous video, are just absolutely stunning. Here we have Leonardo, who has apparently donned the mantle of the hero of Eternia. The power sword seems to have split in half, reflecting Leonardo's skills as a swordsman. We can see that the power of Grayskull has adorned him with the straps of the hero of Eternia. We can of course see the cordite, which is inlaid into the straps themselves. Leonardo has even adopted the mantles of the hero of Grayskull, including the hero's belt, the hero's wrist gauntlets, and even the furry freaking loincloth, everybody. That's absolutely crazy. Leo is still sporting his traditional ninja bandana, as well as his knee pads and elbow pads, the wrapped boots, but more in a samurai type of wrapping. Bravo to Freddie Williams II. This is just absolutely incredible. I do love the fact that the power sword has once again split in two, but this is to coincide with Leonardo's fighting style. That is ridiculous. I'm really hoping that something along these lines might be included in the new Origins version, because it would be a wonderful nod to the great work that Freddie E. Williams and the original staff who created this concept, giving them a little bit of a nod of acknowledgement. That would be amazing. Freddie E. Williams' Donatello is stunning. He really appears to be almost styled after a warrior monk type of design here. We can see he's got his traditional bow staff, but it's been adorned on the top and the bottom with a almost Morning Star type of addition. This also seems to be perhaps technologically enhanced. Of course, Donnie is the brains of the operation, so augmenting his staff with additional technology wouldn't be outside the realm. Donnie and Man-at-Arms would definitely get along really, really well. He has 2 additional shoulder pauldrons, much in the same style as the Eternian Guard. He's even got that single strap, which is across his chest, which has become a signature of Donatello's overall getup ever since the TMNT movie. It appears as though he has been accepted into the ranks of the Eternian Guard, as his forearm gauntlets seem to reflect that type of design. As is typical of Donatello, he is wearing an Eternian style belt, but they are inlaid with multiple pockets, always having gadgets around him. This is definitely Donatello. He's even sporting the same shin guards, which are signature to the Eternian Royal Palace guards. This is crazy. I love the idea that Donatello might actually be the next Man-at-Arms in this universe. Wave 1 will apparently also consist of a mutated He-Man. Now, there's no mention or reference to a mutated He-Man in any of Freddie Williams' artwork. I have, at least I haven't found any on his website or on his Facebook page. So I decided to take a look at some mini comic references, and what came up is pretty interesting. I think we might actually get to see almost a slime pit type monster of He-Man. After all, we are talking about the ooze, and the ooze transforms you into something which is grotesquely different than what you really are. And imagine seeing Slime Pit He-Man just taking out enemies and friends alike. It would be absolutely ridiculous. As a matter of fact, good friend of the channel, Mr. Home Arcade, who makes his own wonderful custom figures, he showcases in this particular video how he goes about creating his figures and some of the great new customs he's developed over the last couple of weeks. But the one that really caught a lot of people's attention were these Teenage Mutant Ninja Frogmongers. Holy crap, everybody, check them out. Now, obviously, these are just parody types of figures, and I do love this little parody of the TMNT figures. These guys look great, and give us a kind of a small glimpse at what is possible for additional enemies to be able to fight the TMNT crossover figures. That would be great. Were these 2 Slime Pit He-Mans? Look at these guys. This is something which I think might be representative of the mutated He-Man. I'm not exactly sure what other type of creature He-Man would be mutating into. I think it's another opportunity as well to get another Slime Pit He-Man, which is a fan favorite in the community. Guys, please do give Mr. Home Arcade a like and a follow. He's got some great parody videos from Master of the Universe. And of course, the last figure in the wave is apparently a mutated Man-at-Arms. Now, technically, Man-at-Arms has already been mutated in the 2000X series. He did actually become a Snake Man. This is something which has been referenced in multiple media, including the comic books. So it wouldn't be a stretch to actually release a snake version of Man-at-Arms, as you wouldn't have to do too much work. We do know that a Snake Infiltrator has been already announced and is available for pre-order on Entertainment Earth, coinciding with easy repaints for Mattel. There'll be something along the lines of this type of release. ZexisStryfe goes on to say that Wave 2 will consist of Raffi, Mike, mutated Skeletor, and an unknown 4th figure. Come on, guys. It's not hard to figure out who the 4th figure is, but let's go through this. Freddie Williams II's interpretation of Raphael is just beastly. Look at these designs. He's got that furrowed brow. He's got that vicious nature. He almost looks sinister, almost as if he's part of a different faction. I mean, I could easily see Raphael crossing over to the dark side and joining the forces of Skeletor. However, if we look carefully, there are some nods to the Eternian world where he inhabits now. Taking a look at his size, we can see that it's actually been forged in the style of the Eternian Guard, specifically the Captain of the Guard. Yes, indeed. This is the same style of sword which Captain of the Guard Teela carries. It appears that Raphael could very well be the next Captain of the Guard for the Eternian royalty. This is amazing, as we can see he brandishes 2 of the same size in both hands. He has 2 wonderful shoulder pauldrons, which are reminiscent of what Teela wears as the captain of the guard. The only thing missing from this design is, of course, a snake headdress, but being a reptilian himself, I guess Raphael doesn't feel like he needs to wear that overly flamboyant costume. Raphael also has a very ornate belt compared to the standard Eternian belts that are worn by Man-at-Arms and other Eternians, but he is sporting a furry loincloth and those crazy boots which have straps adorned all over them, almost samurai-like with the sandals that they wear. Freddie Williams' take on Michelangelo is absolutely perfect in my opinion. He's almost like a Ram-Man type of bruiser guard who wears that crazy helmet, which is obviously made of steel and iron. He looks like a football player here, guys. This is just awesome. Taking a closer look, we can see that he also includes shoulder pauldrons very much inspired by Ram-Man. He's still sporting that Eternian style belt, those thigh pads which almost make him look like a football player, truly. And he does have those crazy Eternian style boots, which are a little bit more like samurai style sandals at the bottom. His nunchaku are very different. This is a wonderful new design. I actually have no idea what this is referencing, but they could possibly be somewhat technology based in nature. The chain which holds the 2 pieces together doesn't appear to actually be linked by anything. They actually appear to be floating in some way. Perhaps they're linked by electricity, perhaps they're linked by magnetism. It's a very interesting design by Freddie E. Williams, and I have to say, this would be amazing if it can be realized in the Master Universe Origins or Masterverse. This would be absolutely crazy. Rounding out the last figures in the Wave 2, a mutated version of Skeletor. This is interesting, as I really don't know what else we would do with Skeletor. However, I will say that perhaps it's more along the lines of a super powered version of Skeletor. Freddie Williams' take on Skeletor is, of course, very appropriate. He looks amazingly scary. He's got his Havoc staff, but this version was not mutated, so it's going to be interesting to see what type of design they use in the Master Universe Origins. And of course, there is a mystery figure to be named later, but come on, guys. Who else could it be but the Shredder? Come on. That's right, everybody. Freddie E. Williams' take on the Shredder is very cool. I do love the way he looks. He's just absolutely menacing. This is just a really raw version of Shredder. It harkens to that barbarian nature of the land, how desolate it is, how hard the life on Eternia must be. The Shredder, of course, is adorned with his signature bladed shoulder pauldrons, his gauntlets, which have blades everywhere. He even includes 2 additional almost Wolverine style claws, and even his shin pads have those crazy blades protecting him at all areas of his body. And of course, he is one of the most deadly martial artists ever to have lived. Teaming up with Skeletor would be a crazy evil alliance, and I'm super excited that of the possibility that these 2 might be teaming up very soon for Master Universe Origins Turtles of Grayskull. Holy crap, everybody, this is insane. Now, ZexisStryfe did also mention that there was a Masterverse wave with Skeletor from Revolutions, Sorceress Teela from Revolutions, New Eternia Trapjaw, and New Eternia Man-at-Arms. This is absolutely amazing, and I will eventually cover this probably on one of my live streams, but if you can't wait that long, guys, I would suggest heading over to our good friends over at Toy Habits. They have a full article of this on toyhabits.com covering all of their predictions for this league, and of course you can check out their video, which was done earlier today by Michael over at Toy Habits on YouTube. Guys, definitely give Toy Habits a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Guys, definitely, if you enjoy this type of artwork that has been showcased today, head over to Freddie Williams on Facebook and give him a like and a follow. He does some incredible artwork, including Star Wars, as you can see here. You can also check out FreddieArt.com, where Freddie actually has some of his wonderful artwork on sale. Choose your favorite crossover series. Much of the artwork which we showcased today is available for sale, and honestly, I would be so happy to own one of these pieces. They are absolutely thrilling. There's a lot of wonderful sketches that we didn't cover here, which I think would thrill any fan of the Master Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. By the power of Grayskull, guys, cowabunga. Wow, guys, this is crazy. Finding out the actual name for this particular crossover is freaking incredible. And then the actual figures that were released in Waves 1 and Wave 2 from ZexisStryfe. Thank you so much for the clarification, my friend. I do have to unfortunately remind everybody that this, as far as we know for now, is rumor. They have been leaked, and apparently ZexisStryfe is someone who works in the industry, but we really can't confirm this until something actually is more concrete. However, I do have to say that this particular rumor slash leak has inspired so many different fans of both properties, and I can't wait until we find out if this rumor is actually true. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, are you believing any of these sort of leaks that have come out over the past couple of days, or do you give no credit to any of these rumors, and you'd actually rather that they concentrate on mainline Master Universe toys before diving in to secondary or tertiary products? Guys, please leave those comments in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this episode, everybody, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. And if you're in the position to help out the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It's MegaJRetro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons of the channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I couldn't do it without them. They are the best. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. It really means the world to me. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Cowabunga, everybody. Cowabunga. Good journey. Geek proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing.